If your birthday is between any of these dates, you are Taurus North Node. Now, I have already a video explaining what the North and South Node is and how it can help you manifest if you align to it. But just a little short version, your North Node is your highest point. It's where you need to be aligned. It's these traits. So Taurus traits is what you need to move towards to self-actualize, okay, in this lifetime. South Node is in Scorpio, which is the opposite. That is what the energy that you have too much of, okay? You have too much Scorpio energy. You need to have more Taurus energy in order to be aligned to your highest good. Now, the North Node, it's not easy to embrace and embody these traits because you have been conditioned to be embracing the traits of your South Node, Scorpio, okay? So you got too much Scorpio, okay? So let's get right into the challenges. You have a tendency towards emotional intensity and drama. Now, it doesn't mean that consciously you say, oh, I love this toxic relationship with a lover, mother, sibling, whoever it is, work. It just is that naturally you tend to be attracted to it. All right. It's where you're comfortable. So the problem is a lot of us don't realize, because I am a Taurus North Node, we don't realize that the part of the reason why we are attracting all these and staying, that's the key. You can attract them, fine, but remaining inside of the chaos and the drama of these relationships is a trait of the South Node in Scorpio. So the drama, you have to move away from that. There's too much emotional crises. I've even created subconsciously, even as almost six-figure travel nurse, financial crises. And you can do this unconsciously. It's like, oh no, I'm going to say, but then like before you know it, you know, you're in a financial crisis, emotional crisis. Okay. Emotional highs and lows. All right. So you can feel normal. It's like these people, they are the ones who are like, oh, this is too safe. This is too comfortable. They are ripe for self-sabotage because the stability and the groundedness of Taurus North Node is something that we are not naturally drawn to. Okay. It's like part of the reason why you'll get in a relationship and you'll be like, oh, I'm bored. It's because you're addicted to crisis. All right. So letting go of this tendency is essential for embracing the stability and peace associated with Taurus North Node. Okay. And also with this intensity, drama, and even when I touched on financial crisis, the reason why you need to be someone who embraces luxury, and by the way, luxury just means comfort. All right. It literally, the definition is to be in a comfortable state. Something like that. I looked it up, but it is. Okay, so for example, I'm sitting here on a couch, on a plain couch, overlooking in Mexico, looking at the trees. Okay, it's a small apartment. It's a simple apartment because Taurus, they need to enjoy life's simple pleasures and they need to be comfortable. So I'm comfortable here. It's simple, right? Didn't cost a lot of money. But I'm comfortable here. Does that make sense? There's no homelessness, which I've like jumped from home to home. I even have videos around that. So because of being drawn to instability, okay? So the stability and the slow mode of Taurus. Taurus is the slowest zodiac sign and archetype in the zodiac, okay? You have to stop and smell the literal roses. You have to, yes, go and get massages to ground yourself. You have to, yes, go outside barefoot and ground yourself. Be in nature. You do need to go sometimes and buy a luxury art piece because Taurus is art. Taurus is perfume. You need to have nice things because previously, in your previous life, you tended to put others first, right? or depend on other people for your needs, which is another reason why you need to create financial stability. It's part of the reason why I had to make sure that I start my own businesses. Okay. Doesn't mean you have to start a business. Is like, perhaps if I went back to work as a nurse, then fine. But I have to make sure that I have to invest in like real estate. Taurus is real estate. Okay. Creating luxurious, comfortable stability, okay, will help prevent that crisis mode. All right, that's how you ground yourself, because Scorpio is a lot of watery energy, right? So you got too much watery energy. You need to be down in the ground. All right, you need to have the sensory experience, because Taurus is sensual. So that's why perfume, because it elevates what? The senses. All right. That's why massages. Why? Because it elevates the senses. Nature, the smell of trees elevates the senses. That is what the kinds of luxuries that you need to be surrounding yourself with. Okay. Good food. Taurus is food. Okay. All right. So, and then fear of vulnerability and control issues. A deep fear of being vulnerable or losing control might lead to secrecy, because Scorpio secrecy, suspicion, or difficulty trusting others. Scorpio is like literally the mysterious. So you can have issues opening up. Okay. You may have issues with intimacy and connection. All right. Taurus, they're ruled by Venus. So they're lovey-dovey. They're going to open up. Venus is, obviously heart space. Love. It's like you want the fast. Like me, I used to, when I got into a situationship, I would be like, okay, let's get to the drama. I wouldn't slowly get to know someone. I wouldn't like let them really in. I was just like, okay, let's get into the intensity of the relationship. I'm moving fast, even though there's not really any love there. It's just like, again, kind of goes back to the drama of it all. But yeah, you have problems with intimacy. Intimacy, again, Taurus being slow. Intimacy grows slowly. Okay, it's not this fast. Let me hurry up and get in a relationship with people. All right, that's not what you do with the Taurus North Node in terms of your heart. Now, the growth path involves learning to trust the process of life and others, which aligns with Taurus's grounded and trusting nature. Okay. Now, attachment to transformation and purging. So because Pluto is the energy, the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, and Scorpio is what you have too much of, right? It's the ruler. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. So you tend to like this transforming all the damn time. All right. And it's like there's this struggle life. I had that struggle life where it was like everything was like such a deep, dark depression. You know what I mean? And it's like self-sabotage, and you don't even realize that you're self-sabotaging yourself, right? It's an unconscious act. So when I would get into work relationships and friendships and romantic relationships with people who would always, cause me to like go deep within and like try and change me, or I would always feel I have to change or reinvent myself. It's just like there's no steady growth. It's like there's no stability in that. Again, Taurus is stability. So like for me, even once I started doing this inner work on North Node, I realized that I was like, oh God, like once I become fixed, well, how is that going to be fun? I remember telling my astrologer, I actually just told her this last month. I was like, so, because I have to start getting, grounded in like living in one place. So she's like, and next year, 2025. So I was like, so is it going to be boring? She's like, nothing's going to be boring with Pluto. Pluto doesn't Pluto doesn't like stability. It doesn't. So with that Scorpio nature, it's always like, oh, I gotta change, I gotta change, I gotta change. But some areas of your life need to be grounded, okay? And like having this steady incremental growth and having this like simplicity and like, oh, I'm not gonna change everything. No, it's just like you slowly change things. Like even for me right now, you know, being on sabbatical and growing and learning, you know, it's not automatically everything changes. Like I have these, you know, pivotal moments where I have this huge growth. And then I have moments where it's not a bunch of huge growth. It's just you living. You're supposed to be living comfortably. Not everything has to be a dramatic struggle. It's like some days, yeah, are me cleansing and purging, but not every single day. Some days it's just like me being outside, enjoying, having fun, playing. Okay? So for me, that is what I've learned in terms of inner work. It was 11/11 when I said that. Wow. You know, some days are just journal days. Not everything is like a big deal. It's like taking a deep breath work, especially for Taurus North Node, is important because you have this tendency to be erratic. Remember, Mars is a co-ruler of Scorpio. So it's like fast. You got to slow the heck down. And then you have to transmute some of that fast energy. Go and work out. Taurus is also, you know, self-worth and feeling in your body. Sometimes it's good to like feel in your body. Go do yoga, you know. Transmute some of that chaotic crisis energy. I was reading it. It's a book called Astrology for the Soul. And she was saying that for the crisis state that Scorpio North Node likes, you know, create a fake crisis so that way you can put that energy. For example, set a deadline for one of your projects. So for me, it's cool because, you know, I'm creating and everything. So it's like, okay, I have to make this content. Okay, so that can be the crisis. Fine. As long as you're not stressing. I have to always make sure I don't overthink, and you know what I mean? Like, okay, here's the deadline. And that's the crisis state. Instead of, oh, let me get in this toxic relationship. Let me create some financial crisis. And remember, again, this is unconscious, subconscious. You'll do it before you even realize. Okay? You do it before you realize. So what's the solutions to integrations? I've been sharing some, but embracing calm and stability. Stop the freaking drama, okay? Go watch. You know what's important for Scorpio South Node? A good way to transmute that energy is watching some dark, mysterious shows. You know, some drama. So that way the drama doesn't come from you. It comes from something that's fake. It's not even real. And I realized that, you know, so I didn't previously watch dramas because I was like, no, that's it. But now that I don't have drama in my life, it's actually been kind of cool, you know. It kind of gets you all caught up in it for a little bit, and then you're like, oh wait, that wasn't real, and it was kind of fun, you know. So do that. Just transmute some of that energy, okay? Learning to trust and be open. You know, I'm working on that. I'm doing a lot better on that, but you got to be open. Okay, you can't be all dark, mysterious. Scorpio rules detective, psychological. In your past life, you probably could have been like, you know, therapist, psychologist. We're really good, Scorpio South Node, at like analyzing the psychological, you know, part of people. That's why we like to like be a part of the drama, because we know it's like psychosis, you know. And then embracing steady growth and simplicity. You know, set a goal and go move slow. That's another thing I'm learning here on sabbatical, you all. It's like I have to move really slow. And I'm learning. I'm doing a lot better. It's like, no, it's not like my spirit guides, the universe always have to tell me like, slow down. It's fine. Okay, you have slow growth on your social media. Fine. Just enjoy the process. Live in the moment. You feel me? Enjoying life's luxuries. Remember, a luxury could be going to the park and eating there. Or it can be going shopping. As long as you aren't pushing yourself into financial crisis. Have some nice things. You know what? Write that in your manifestation list. You need to get a manifestation book. Really, Taurus North Node is really good at manifestations, honestly. But because it has that occult, like mystical, kind of like magical a little bit, Scorpio. And then the Taurus, which is the tangible. It's like bringing the magical, the mystical to the 3D, like the 3D world, the natural world, the tangible world, right? So write down some luxuries that you want, and allow the universe to bring it to you. It's not always, by the way, spending money. The universe can just bring you a thing. I woke up yesterday, I got a $50 Amazon gift card. And then 2 days before that, someone just sent me $50. Best friend sent me $50. So you can have luxuries. Allow it to be magnetized to you by living in the present moment. Like, you know what? That luxury would be nice. And then like detach and go enjoy like a good piece of food, like some food, good food, quality food. Go do some mirror work on self-worth, because Taurus North Node has issues with self-worth. Taurus rules self-worth. You have to have a higher sense of self-worth. And by the way, too, you should really be calling in friends with like higher and like romantic partners and business partners with major Taurus placements. Like my best friend, she's a sun in Taurus. And so she's able to, and without her even realizing it, she's teaching me how to really embody that Taurus energy, that sensuality, that slow moving, the luxury. I'm laughing because she told me, she's like, you're not getting on the bus for your birthday. I'm sitting in a car. Like, hilarious. Anyway, so yes, you need to live a luxurious life, Taurus North Node. All right. And I help my clients move towards their North Node by realizing and helping guide them and support them in this shift and transition. Because let me tell you, even though it's like you have to have this luxurious life, there's all this other things that come with it. And also it's uncomfortable. Okay. So if you need help guiding yourself to your North Node, honestly, I'm good at all North Nodes. This is my work. I've been studying this practice for about 2.5 years deeply. And I've been working with clients for about 2 years on it. So, it really just helps you to align to your highest good. When you are aligned internally to your highest good, that is when the universe will amplify and magnify whatever you desire. And that's how you manifest. Aligning to your highest point. And the North Node is your highest point. So I help you through that. I got the link below. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I love you. Please share this with someone who needs to hear it. Okay. And if you want to, you can subscribe. Bye.